a second YouTube channel. It's called Reach Every Day if you want to check it out. I do some ASMR over there, some non-ASMR. The ASMR I do there is different in the sense that I do some soft-spoken, going in and out of a whisper, trigger videos that I wouldn't necessarily do on this channel, so I did like an all mouth sounds video, stuff like that. But the link for my second channel is down below. As well as my second channel, I have a Patreon where I make ASMR videos. And I have 3 tiers. Patreon's essentially like just a separate platform, so there's YouTube, and then there's an app called Patreon, and I have a whole separate slew of videos over there as well. It's $5 to sign up, and when you do, you gain access to the library of videos, so you can binge for days. Plus, I add 3 or 4 new videos. Plus, I add in 3 or 4, typically 4 new videos every month for Tier 1. Tier 2 gets an additional lo-fi style tarot reading video where I pick patrons from that tier and read their tarots. So it's like, you're a buster. You're a buster. But anyway, it's like, don't take it out on the baby. You don't have to see the mother if you don't want to, but that's still your child at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? It's 2022. Please get it together, okay? He's got so much money that he could arrange for all kinds of things to be done. He could fly out the baby. He can have a mediator, somebody else go get the baby, bring the baby to him so he doesn't even have to see the mother. There's no excuses for not seeing your baby, Tristan Thompson, okay? Okay. So, the season finale of the Kardashians on Hulu, they announced, well, Kim called Khloe because it was in the tabloids that Tristan admitted to getting this girl pregnant, and that's how she found out. He was with her the whole entire time this girl was pregnant, was hiding it from her, had a whole entire court case and didn't tell her. And she found out that the surrogate was pregnant right around the same time that she found out he had cheated. So like, here she is having a baby with him, and he just had conceived a baby with another girl, and they're both little boys. So hopefully, they can all get it together and work things out for the kids. She recently had a birthday party for Drew and his other kids that he had. His first kid was there, which I respect, Their siblings work it out and let the siblings see one another, Again, the children have nothing to do with this, okay? Adults gotta get it together for the kids. So that tea just dropped that she's having a baby with Tristan, and I mean, she's an adult, she can do whatever she wants, but I really hope that this isn't going to be his little sneaky way to get back in there, that she's not going to let him come back into her life because of this baby. But chances of him being there for the birth are very high, and I don't know. I just think, like, how many times is somebody gonna do you dirty, publicly? Okay. Then the other tea, I'm wearing a Skims shirt, by the way. We're talking about the Kardashians. I'm rocking some Skims today, but anyway. On another note, Kim and Skeet. Doing very well. There was just a promo for the new season of the Kardashians coming out in September, and Kim just gets done going to the Met Gala, and they're in the hotel room, and she's getting her dress taken off, and she's like, "Babe, do you want to come and shower with me?" And he like throws his cigarettes and his cell phone on the floor. Their relationship is cute. And then Miss Kylie Jenner has yet to announce the baby's name, formerly known as Wolfie Baby. She named the baby Wolfie Baby and then changed the name. Like what? It's been 168 days. And I'm not counting. Don't you think I'm over here counting days? Okay, I could care less. I was doing my research, okay? It's been 168 days. We still don't know the name of the baby. She hasn't shown the baby. She's only shown his little toes because she's promoting her Kylie baby skin or whatever it's called. Always promoting something. I mean, that. And then we got MomTok. Or, you know what? We'll go to MomTok in a minute. You guys gotta tell me, are you keeping up on this MomTok drama? The Mormons, the MomTok from TikTok. You gotta tell me, I need to know if you're keeping up. We'll touch on that in just a second. But, so, I only want to like briefly touch on this because I feel bad for Addison. And I was watching a podcast today, and they were like, oh my god, we love Sherry and Addison so much. But the title of the podcast and the whole entire podcast was all about like airing the family's laundry. Now, don't get me wrong. You can still support somebody and talk about what's going on, but it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. But her dad, there's been rumors about her father for a bit, right? And I understand when you're in the public light, like the Kardashians and Addison Rae, and you're getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. And, you know, unfortunately, it comes with the gig, right? It comes with the gig. divorced, and he's just having zero regard for his family, for his daughter, and acting very irresponsibly and self-centered and selfish. It's like you have a young daughter that you know is in the public eye and is going to be very affected by this. You know, she's got lots of younger siblings that are also going to be very affected by this. They can read, you know, they can read. They can see everything that's in the tabloid. So, unfortunate situation for sure. Monty, get it together, Monty. Get it together, Monty. Get it together. Please, get it together, okay? For your kids at least. Then there's the situation with the MomTok. Now, if you don't know what MomTok is, it's a group of mothers that are Mormon mothers from Utah that were all friends. And there was like a 3 main group of girlies. And then they would do like these huge collabs with one another. And they would like do controversial TikToks kind of like about the Mormon church and kind of making jokes of things and things. Well, the leader of the group, so the 3 main girls, I forget the one's name, but there's Miranda, and then Taylor. Okay, and that's the 2 main girls that I'm going to be talking about, Miranda and Taylor. Well, Taylor came out on TikTok Live. You could search it, it's everywhere, and admitted that her and her husband were going to go through a divorce because they were soft swinging. And the definition that she said for soft swinging was that they would have like these large parties, and then after the parties, the husbands and the wives would go upstairs and swappy and do soft swinging, where they would do essentially everything but home runs, okay? If you get what I'm trying to put down here, I'm gonna put down. So they would pretty much do everything else, and this went on for a while. It wasn't just a one-time thing. Well, the reason that they got a divorce over the husband was because Taylor and the one husband, what the hell's his name? Brendan, something like that. Braden, Mr. Braden. Taylor and Braden took a 2-4, went all the way behind the spouse's backs, and that was like a rule that you could not do. So the spouses found out and cut it right off, and each group got a divorce. Well, she came out because people were running their mouths, right? The group of friends weren't being so friendly anymore. So she came out and was like, yes, I did this. This is what it is. But the others aren't innocent either. And she alluded to her group. She said the group. So, you know, people alluded that she was talking about the other 2 ladies, and their